Recently, we took a look at that Orion gaming display for the Nintendo Switch. Essentially, it made your Nintendo Switch an unwieldy, like, beast of a machine that just would, make people with weak arms tremble, and people who don't have weak arms, grow tired holding the thing. It was just unreasonable. I liked the idea. It was neat, but in that video I mentioned there's plenty of other portable gaming monitors out there for a lot less of a price, like way lower than that thing, and they're more versatile. And today I want to take a look at one, which is kind of interesting because this thing has been having coupons and weird stuff going on Amazon. Some people are getting this thing for $73, some people a little over 100. You just have to take a look if the coupons are available. There might have been an error, so if it doesn't exist as of the recording of this video or after the video goes live, my bad, but definitely take a look. I do think this monitor is pretty nice, but let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. So it's the QLED portable monitor from Gstory. It is a 15.6-inch IPS FHD 1920 by 1080p 60 hertz screen. So this thing is ultra slim. It's made with an aluminum body with rounded edges, and then it has a non-slip material cover that protects the screen and is also used as a stand. It's just kind of screwed into it. It doesn't have a magnet or anything, so it's not going to like accidentally fall off or anything like that. But yeah, we got a lot going here. It comes with all the cables you need, power supply, that kind of stuff. We also have, as far as the specs go, going a little further, we have AMD FreeSync support here with a 3 millisecond response time as far as, the monitor. That's pretty cool. And it's also listed to have a 178-degree wide viewing angle, which I had no issues with the viewing angle, so I definitely will take their word for it. And it's also listed to have HDR and 100% RGB coverage and a 90% DCI P3 professional level color gamut. So this thing has two USB-Cs on one side. One is used for power and the other one can be used for video, which can also deliver power as well, depending on what you have it plugged into. If you're going to extend a display type of thing, it works fine, but I find that having it, plugged into power in addition to extending a display is for the better, as it will, like, the screen will be dimmer type of thing. So I still used it with power attached to it when I extended a display of my Surface Pro. Now, you also have one mini HDMI port, and I do have to say, I'm typically okay with that, but I prefer normal size HDMI. This does come with the cable that you can use. One side's, regular HDMI, and then one side's the mini. But I usually prefer the, the full size HDMI, just so I don't have to unplug things or move things around. I can just use the same cable for everything. But that's just the way this one is. So, and that's fine. Not a huge con or anything, just something, little pet peeve type of thing, I guess you could say. And then on the other side, you do have 3 buttons for an on-screen display to change settings. Essentially has the same menu system as a lot of these devices out there. But beyond that, the actual quality of the screen is pretty nice in my opinion. And, in those settings, you have like game settings and then all the usual adjustments, just basic stuff. So not really anything to be too concerned with. But yeah, what else can I say about this monitor? The screen is like very nice. It's vibrant. It looks good. The biggest complaint I have would probably be the built-in speakers. Honestly, they suck. They really do. I really haven't found too many of these portable monitors that have good speakers. Sometimes they're just okay. And here, where I was recording, I had to turn every fan off, anything that had a slight hum to it, just so I could hear the audio out of this thing. Now, if you're in an enclosed room, like I'm in a garage recording, if you're like in a smaller, quiet space, it may be okay, but for me, I just couldn't hear it. The speakers suck, but you know what? For the price, especially with the discounts, if they still exist, hey, that's fine by me, but I would prefer better speakers. But you could always plug something else in or run through Bluetooth, whatever, that kind of thing, depending on the device you're using with it. Just always, there's got to be some kind of compromise, I guess, with these slim portable monitors. And then the other thing with the built-in stand, I don't usually like this style, but here it actually works fine. Like, it doesn't slip, so that's a good thing. I usually like the ones where they're just built in. Like I looked at one a long while ago, and I always use it where it has a kickstand that you just pull out from the back, and all the I/O is on the back in a little box, so it's not coming out of the side of the monitor. And I like that better, but I understand with the design, with some of these being ultra slim, they don't really want to do that. I guess, but I do prefer that style instead. But here with that non-slip cover stand thing, it works fine. The one thing to note is, sure, you can adjust the angle a little bit, but there is a groove in the cover for the bottom lip of the screen to kind of rest in, and that's where it will be the most stable. If you move it anywhere else, it should be fine, but I found while messing around with this thing, yeah, just making sure it's in that groove. It's a very slight groove. I don't even know if you could see it on camera, but it's there, and I imagine that's what the point of it is to have the monitor kind of rest in that. But once you got it in there, this thing ain't moving. Those screws on the back of the monitor for the cover kind of look a little wonky. I don't really like having like metal screws hanging out like that. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's just kind of an eyesore in my opinion. The way they went about it, like they're not covered or anything, or they don't match the actual cover. They're just boom, silver screws right in your face. But that's a little nitpick type of thing here. But overall, I think the screen is an excellent choice. There's so many of them out there, and I've bought quite a few over the years, as I usually would use these type of things for like on the table reviews and stuff where I want to show using a controller or stuff like that and playing a game instead of just capturing footage through my capture card type of thing. So I always love using this kind of stuff depending on the videos that I'm recording, and I've used like plenty of different ones over the years, and some are better than others. And this is, as far as the size being at 15.6 inches and being a 1080p screen, this is probably one of the best looking ones that I've used as far as like this category, this size and this resolution. The screen looks great. Now, like I've messed with 4K screens and 2K screens and stuff like that, and it's not really fair to compare all that stuff, but definitely the higher resolution, if the monitor's bigger, can have some impact. But when you're talking about these little tiny screens, I think 1080p is fine. Definitely could recommend this one. If you can get one of those discounts, I definitely would say go for it. I ordered one. It was $73. It was ridiculous. I shouldn't even say the price. Holy crap. But if there's a coupon code, check it out. Either way, I think it's a decent speaker. It's up to you to decide if the money's worth it. The normal list price was $230. They had it like marked down to $189, and then they had a couple coupons up while I was recording this. So I shared that on my social media and all that stuff to put the deal out there, and on my community tab on YouTube. So hopefully plenty of people got a hold of that crazy deal that was going on. It had to have been an error with the way the coupons were working. But hey, if you don't follow me on Twitter, at Madlittlepixel, that's where I'm at. I don't really use it for much other than sharing deals and promoting my videos. I don't really socialize too much on social media. But hey, you could catch me there, or my Facebook group, or here on YouTube. Keep tabs. Really do appreciate you guys. That said, I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.